Hi art students. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your paper to make our colored pencil designs for the Battle of the Bands project. And you can see here I have one that is partially done. I'm showing you as an example. This is my symmetrical design, and then this one over here is my asymmetrical design. So let me walk you through the steps on how to do this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a black sheet of paper, and we need to divide our paper in half. This is 12 by 18 paper. So I'm going to make a mark at 9, just lightly with my pencil, on the top edge, and then also on the bottom edge. So right there, and then I'm going to draw a line lightly. All right, and when I say lightly, your pencil is barely touching your paper. Okay. The reason that we're doing this is because we want to find the center point for each half of our paper. And to find the center point, we draw an X, all right, or a diagonal line from corner to corner. So very lightly, I've drawn a line with my pencil. And I'm sure you can't see it in the video because I drew it so lightly. But this is important because we don't want it to show up on our overall picture. Okay. Where my two lines intersect is the center point of this paper. And I'm just going to use my white colored pencil and show you. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing I did here over on the other side of my paper. Once I have my center point, I'm going to set my compass for 4 inches. So if it's set for 4 inches, my circle is actually going to be 8 inches in diameter. So it helps if you have a white colored pencil for this. My point is in the middle, and it's much easier to actually turn your paper very, very gently. And because of my camera, I'm not going to be able to turn it all the way around. So I may have to pivot a bit. There we go. There is my circle. All right. So now I'm ready to go ahead and come up with my design. If you're doing the asymmetrical circle, it's not important for you to find the center point or to break your circle in half. But since this is going to be my symmetrical circle, I'm not quite finished yet. From the edge of the paper, I'm going to find 4.5 inches. Once again, on the top, right there, and it's the line right in the middle between 4 and 5, on the bottom and on the top. Okay. And then using my pencil, I'm going to divide my paper in half again. Well, not necessarily even the whole paper, just the circle. Okay. I'm going to use my white pencil so that I can show you, for the sake of our video, where that line is. And I'm just drawing it lightly. Okay, so for my symmetrical circle, this is helpful because now I know that this side has to be an exact duplicate of this side. So once again, let me show you my sample. All right, that's exactly what I did here. I drew a line in half, and this side is exactly the same as this side. After you get your circle set up, you're ready to go ahead and use some of these tools that we have for you. There are some actual dies that you can use like this, and I also have these French curves. So you can use any part of these you want. It is important that you go ahead and make sure what you do on one side, you do on the other. So right here, I'm just going to draw this internal part here. Okay, I've done that there. Now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same exact thing on this side. Okay, so I'm going to copy the inside of this. Okay, so there is my symmetrical design, and I'm not finished yet. I can certainly add more elements to it, but you can use any of these that you want. We don't have enough for everyone to have one or their own, so you will have to share. There's quite a few different designs, but go ahead, have fun with it. One other thing I want to mention is that because we're working on colored paper, sometimes in order to get your colors to really show up, you may have to use a lighter colored pencil as your base. So for instance, when I put the yellow down, it didn't show up very well. And in order to get the yellow to show up better, I put a light layer of white colored pencil down first, and then I colored yellow on top. And then I blended in. I went from yellow with a little bit of orange to just yellow with a little bit of green. I used a couple different greens. One of the keys that you'll see here is that it's very important to layer your colors, all right? My little sphere up here is white. It's a light brown, a dark brown, an orange, a yellow, and I even have red in there. I have all of those colors in this specific spot. Same thing over here. This is yellow, orange, and red, okay? So don't forget, you don't want to just use one color. It's very, very important that you use several colors, that you layer them, you get a really deep, rich value, and it makes your illustration just so much more beautiful. All right, well, have fun and enjoy.